Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. The Champions League action continues tonight with Real Madrid versus Liverpool. A very exciting game. It's a repeat of last year's final and I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Obviously Champions League returned last week. Big stream tonight. Didn't expect to see these two face off this early in the competition. Obviously last year this was the final. So yeah, very, very exciting. Hopefully we see a lot of people in chat tonight and hopefully it's an exciting show. I have to say, I think this is the Champions League round of 16 game I'm most looking forward to. I feel like it's the one that will hopefully supply the best football. Obviously, with its last year's final, you imagine both sides are going to be pretty strong. I did have reservations that maybe Liverpool wouldn't be up for it come this time of year. I mean, they've been playing poorly up until recently, but the last two games, wins against Everton and Newcastle, they're in a good spot. Hopefully they take that form into tonight and can beat a Real Madrid side who had a little patch in the league and are obviously second behind Barcelona. Hi Jack, welcome to the stream, Nick. Welcome mate. Where's your bro tonight? Harry is at football as he always is. Tuesdays, it's always just me, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, depends on your preferences. Obviously, if you enjoy a show with just me, then thank you. But yeah, Harry's not here for the Tuesday game, so unless we get sort of like a Chelsea game and he's not got a match at the weekend, then maybe he'll come on. Speaking of Chelsea, welcome to the stream at Chelsea fan Potter Outlaw. I'm still in disagreement. I think Potter should stay until the end of the season and then we reevaluate. But you're not going to bring in a long-term coach now, so what is the point? If we get knocked out of the Champions League in a couple of weeks' time, so be it. I don't think we can win it anyway. I'd rather us try and focus on the league and try and find some form. But I don't think Potter's tactics have been too awful recently. Sure, it started difficult, but we know Potter likes to play a flexible system. He tried to do that at the start of his tenure at Chelsea. Since then, he's had a load of players come in, and it's incredibly difficult to try and integrate that all into a flexible system. When you've got players who aren't common with playing each other, it's much easier to play a very structured system and then sort of expand from there. So it makes sense, his current team. But I think it will be interesting to see how it develops. I think we will see Potter go back to a flexible system next season. I think he's just taking time to bed in his tactics. But recently, based on expected numbers, expected goals, expected assists, and expected points, we've actually underperformed massively in 2023. So it doesn't all fall on the shoulders of Potter. I don't think we're putting away enough chances. So yeah, be interesting. Hopefully we improve though. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Poll and chat, currently 3 votes so far, 67% Real Madrid and 1 vote for a draw as well. Make sure to vote in that if you haven't already. So we're going to get into the lineups for the game ahead then. Obviously Liverpool are hosting Real Madrid tonight. Very exciting game indeed. And they line up with Alisson between the sticks. Very similar side, I think exactly identical to what they played on Saturday against Newcastle. Obviously, we covered that live. Thanks to everyone that joined us there. So yeah, it's Alisson in between the sticks. Flat 4 of Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson. Midfield 3 of captain Jordan Henderson, Fabinho and Stefan Bajcetic. Another teenager making a start in a knockout game. Salah on the right, Darwin Nunez on the left, Cody Gakpo leading the line. I mean, we questioned in the last few weeks, me and Harry, why Gakpo was starting through the middle, Nunez on the left. I think we saw it demonstrated perfectly against both Newcastle and Everton, why that happens. Nunez is a lot more explosive on that left. He can really attack right backs. Gakpo, a lot more composed in front of goal and quicker. Obviously can attack well. If you flip the ball around, get it on the counter, I think he's better in behind. Whereas Nunez, a lot more powerful, a lot more explosive. But he's also quick though, isn't he, Darwin Nunez? So, I don't know. Maybe they're just not happy with finishing in front of goal. Thought playing him off the left is better. I know he did play off the left a bit for Benfica as well, so not too surprising. Obviously, Gakpo, as much as he is a left winger, he did start up front for the Netherlands, obviously at the World Cup. So, yeah, definitely a good player. Carlo Ancelotti, just pointing out by the way, because I've seen them mention it, it obviously was the AC Milan manager in the Miracle of Istanbul in 2005. So he knows what it's like to be heartbroken by Liverpool. Will he feel that this year? I don't know. As for Real Madrid then, Thibaut Courtois between the sticks, ever-reliable Belgian shot stopper. Flat four's an interesting one. Carvajal back in the side despite poor form in recent months. Militao and Rudiger, there was slight concerns Militao wouldn't be fit to play, but he can partner Rudiger. And Alaba back into the side. He is fit to start tonight, he will be in at left back. Obviously Mendy's still out, but Alaba back from injury now. It means Camavinga is pushed into that midfield with Modric and Valverde. Rodrigo on the right, Vinicius on the left, captain Karim Benzema leads the line. It's interesting there's no Toni Kroos for Real Madrid tonight. I don't know if that's for injury. It isn't. He is on the bench. So, yeah, a bit interesting he's not in there. Obviously, you'd imagine Tchouaméni would be in there, but he's got the flu. So, yeah, it's an interesting, a slightly weakened Real Madrid side. We thought it'd be more weakened. We didn't think they'd have an actual left back. So, that's an advantage, at least there. But, yeah, I do think missing Kroos, well, benching Kroos, maybe he just doesn't rate him, but yeah, or at least think he'll be a good fit for this tie. But yeah, and obviously Tchouaméni out with flu as well, slightly weakened side. I'm joking, we're still back in Potter. Yeah, fair enough, Chelsea fan. I think there's not much point. You're not going to bring anyone else better now. Like, Jose's not coming back, Tuchel's not coming back. The best you're going to get now is someone like a Poch. And he's a project manager anyway, he's not a short-term fix. We saw that at PSG. He doesn't work, especially with egos and expensive players, which is exactly what Chelsea seem to have at the moment. This Liverpool side isn't as strong as it was when they played the final. Ooh, interesting that, because obviously it's not been a massive turnover of players, has it? What have they lost? Sadio Mane, and they've gained Gakpo and Nunez. Obviously, they don't have Diaz fit, which I think is a big miss. But yeah, I don't think it. Maybe you could argue it's not strong now. Which is an interesting comparison to make, obviously, considering that, you know, this Liverpool side has spent money. It's not like they've not done anything like they have in previous years. This is a team that's spent money. But they've also had injury issues, you know. There's no Thiago Alcantara out there tonight, which is a miss, because you do miss his creativity, his passing range. Other than that, though, I don't really know what. Like, maybe if you had Diaz fit, you'd start him, but other than that, this is probably Liverpool's full strength, which is worrying because this doesn't look like a stunning Liverpool team at times. But I do think they'll play well tonight, though. It's more than Mane, though, isn't it? Massive lack of confidence at the moment, too. I'd agree, but I think they played really well on Saturday. And I think maybe they've got their mojo back. They played some really nice stuff on Saturday. And I think if they can channel that into today's game, you know, they could get something out of it. When's Jota coming back? Jota's fit, isn't he? Jota is, I believe, fit to start, but fit enough to play, but I think he's just not been chosen. Which sort of makes sense. He's not played much recently, so yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense why you wouldn't start him tonight. But yeah, in terms of a prediction then, I think Liverpool at home sways this vote massively. Because while this Real Madrid side is probably stronger, Anfield will get up for tonight. They will get up for the occasion, and I think therefore I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 1. Can't see them keeping a clean sheet. I think Real look a little bit too strong. Well, maybe they could keep a clean sheet, but I think as a sensible prediction, 2-1 makes a lot of sense to me. I think Liverpool will get goals from Darwin Nunez. I think he'll continue his good form, and Cody Gakpo. I think they'll both continue their strong form of late. And as for Real Madrid, I think Karim Benzema is inevitable. You could argue maybe Vinicius Junior obviously scored in the final, found that pocket of space, but yeah, I'm gonna back Benzema to score. Another interesting note: if Trent Alexander-Arnold is to be booked tonight, he will miss the trip to Madrid in 3 weeks' time, which would be a frustration for Liverpool. You would lose his creativity. And they don't really have another right back, so that would be a problem for them. And yeah, I could see him getting booked tonight. He's got to face Vinicius all night, so it's going to be difficult. He's got to face Vinicius, so very much could pick up a yellow card. As in the other game, we've got Frankfurt versus Napoli. I think that could arguably be a more interesting game, because Frankfurt are going to want to keep it incredibly compact, keep it incredibly tight, and just try and limit Napoli from having chances, having shots, but Napoli are an incredible side. They've played some really nice stuff this season. I think they'll show it on Europe's biggest stage. It'll be interesting to see. Very interesting to see. Napoli will win 2-1. Fair enough, Chelsea fan. I'm going to go 3-0 for that game. 2 from Kvaratskhelia, 1 from Victor Osimhen. Comfortable 3-0 victory. Against 10-man Newcastle, against 10 men, Newcastle actually held their own pretty well. Yeah, obviously they had, with the man disadvantage, they played well. Yeah, I think that's indicative, though, of Newcastle's style. They're very defensively solid, and while the last 2 games haven't really demonstrated that they're a top quality side, they are still a good team. I think it was just minor blips against Liverpool, who are a very good side on their day, and Bournemouth, who aren't. But, I think, difficult. Tough performance, bad performances recently, not when you would have wanted them, especially when Newcastle will face Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final this Sunday. So pretty much the worst time possible to have a bit of poor form. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Currently a moment's silence here at Anfield. And then after that we will get into the game. Chelsea fan is going for 2-1 Liverpool, fair enough. Yeah, that's my prediction as well. I think they look good enough to get something out of this game. Right, about to get underway here. I will get the scoreboards ready and then we will prepare for kickoff here at Anfield for what could be one of our better games of the round of 16 stage. Right, about to get underway. It's Luka Modric in the centre circle, ready to get us started. Modric, of course, the most experienced player on this pitch. 38-year-old, won a lot of Champions Leagues, and obviously fits the criteria. You need a Croatian in your squad to be able to win the Champions League. If you look back at the last 10, well, not last 10, I think the last 5 maybe, have all had a Croatian player. So interesting stat for you, aren't that there? Real are really keeping us waiting, but they do now get us started here for tonight's game. Oh, and the kickoff timer already has a goal for Frankfurt. Hang on, let me change that quickly. But we're on the way here in tonight's big game, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. It's going to be interesting to see how long this game will go without a goal. I don't think it's going to be long. Both sides look incredibly good going forward, but a little shaky defensively. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a very early goal here tonight. On to the 5 people currently watching, by the way. If you haven't voted in that poll and chat, please make sure to do so. Gives me an idea of what everyone in chat is thinking. And of course, if you want to get involved with the discussion, please do. Thank you, Nick Nack and Chelsea fan, for keeping that chat full of messages. I need it on these European nights when I've got nobody else to talk to. Robertson's already let that go out of play. Distribution from Allison was decent, but Robertson couldn't get onto the ball. And now it's a Real Madrid throw on this near side. Already a minute played. Here tonight. Ancelotti, fantastic coach. Obviously now a multiple-time Champions League winner after last season. This is still a very strong Madrid side. In fact, they've barely changed from that Champions League win last year. Militao. Carvajal, back to Militao. Real coming forwards. Obviously, they added Tony Rudiger, I believe, Real Madrid. Yeah, that was the most recent sum, wasn't it? It's obviously happened while Chelsea's takeover. Oh, and Liverpool win the ball high up the pitch. Cody Gakpo falls over it, though. And Real Madrid can deal with it. That's frustrating for Cody Gakpo. I mean, he should really be doing better there. Gets the ball in a decent area. I think that's what frustrates Liverpool fans about Gakpo. Is there's clearly a lot of talent there, but they haven't been getting many chances recently, Liverpool. When you keep throwing away these chances like you have been, it's going to frustrate fans. And here, they pick up the ball in a good area. Henderson gives it to Gakpo. He just sort of slips. Slips when he's trying to bring the ball under his control. Not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. But yeah, Tony Carvajal on this near side, preparing to take a throw. Real Madrid do have a lot of aerial presence if they can get this into the box. No, I haven't got anyone in there at the moment, but they could make something happen. But switch to the far side now. Here's Vinicius, and this is where Real can be very dangerous. Vinicius Jr., good ball into the box, but it's claimed well by Alisson Becker. Alisson's going to be crucial for Liverpool tonight. We saw how useful and how pivotal he was to their win against Newcastle. The amount of times he had to rush out to smother a shot after Newcastle played a nice ball through. I think he's going to have to do make a lot of saves tonight. Obviously, Liverpool don't look incredible defensively, and Real Madrid are, one of the best teams in the world. So they're going to have a lot of chances. Cody Gakpo on the move again. Can he play the ball through to Salah? No. Cut up by Alava. Vejkatic gets back on the ball though, and it's now with Jordan Henderson. This is promising from Liverpool. Salah. Cutting inside, left foot shot into Nunez. Oh, what a goal! Darwin Nunez, what a finish! Salah, incisive pass inside, and Nunez flicks it past Thibaut Courtois, who was not expecting a shot of that quality. Darwin Nunez on the biggest stage shows his quality, and this is where it's the same competition he was absolutely sensational in last year. He really put his name on the map in the Champions League for Benfica last year, and he's showing his prowess again. 1-0 Liverpool. Darwin Nunez with a brilliant goal. We're going to see a replay here. Gakpo tries to play that ball forward. Dijk picks it back up. And it's Jordan Henderson finds Salah out in a wide area. And this run from Darwin Nunez in between the two centre-halves. Salah spots it. He's well onside. Slots it into his path. Oh, what a flick from Darwin Nunez past Courtois, who, this brilliant goalkeeper, could do nothing about that one. I will just update the scoreboard. But wow. Was not expecting a goal so early into this game. Brilliance from Darwin Nunez, that. We've slated him on the show this year, but that was a brilliant finish, to be fair to the lad. And yeah, Liverpool already at a goals advantage here against Real Madrid. I can't quite believe it. They started fast against Newcastle and that ultimately led to victory. Could it be a similar show tonight? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Van Dijk, Fabinho, Liverpool coming forward again. Could they hit them with two very early in this game, Liverpool? It's probably their best chance of winning. If they score enough goals, then Real can't win. But yeah, and they're going to want to take an advantage out of this leg because I don't back them to get a win in Spain. So if they win today, they can hold out for a draw in the away leg and they're into the quarterfinals. But very fast start from Liverpool. Brilliant finish from Darwin Nunez. Seems it's finally clicking for him on Merseyside now. Rudiger gets that one clear. Dijk deals well. Gives it to Darwin Nunez. Tries to find Trent. And now Liverpool can play out. Real Madrid can come forward, sorry. Rodrigo. Vinicius. On this left-hand side, Henson's having to slot in for Trent. Vinicius, Rodrigo, Modric. This is beautiful football. Valverde, Modric intercepted though, and now Liverpool could counter. Here is Andrew Robertson. Switches the play. Henderson, just going to allow that to come across his body. He doesn't want to rush it. Liverpool this game sort of needs to calm down. It's very electric at the moment, very panicky from both sides. But yeah. Good start, Liverpool. Indeed, Chelsea fan. Brilliant start for Liverpool. Did not envision them getting, a goal in just 4 minutes in. Sensational from Nunez. Sensational from Liverpool. Thought to make the most of home advantage. A 1-goal lead won't be enough, though. Yeah, I agree, Nick Nack. Home advantage can be massive in the Champions League, but yeah, 1 goal isn't really enough, especially when we consider how good Real Madrid are. Here's Fabinho. Can he find someone further forward? Fabinho goes down the box. I think that's going to be a fine foul there, but it was pretty much on the edge. But they got away with it. Good challenge from Camavinga. And Real tried to spring on the counter, but Gomez has dealt with Vinicius wonderfully there. Alisson distributes it out on this left-hand side. Robertson. And now Liverpool can resist that press. Some nice pass again. Van Dijk knocks it back to his goalkeeper. Nick Nack, how was your weekend? Brilliant because the Saints won, yeah. Obviously not brilliant for the rest of us. Well, for me, a Chelsea fan, but yeah. On to the stream as well, Harry. Darwin Nunez. Yeah, I know. 4 minutes play, Darwin Nunez scores already. Did not expect that. In terms of the poll and chat, then it's not swayed your guys' votes. 6 votes so far, 67% still. Oh no, it has swayed your votes, sorry. 67% of you have voted for Liverpool. Definitely has swayed your votes. 17% Real Madrid and 17% draw. Misread that, but yeah. Maybe that Darwin Nunez goal has just impacted that poll a little bit. Courtois into Valverde. Back to the Belgian shot stopper. Happy just to take his time about this one before picking out Alaba back in the side tonight and clearly showing his lack of match preparation as he loses possession. Jordan Henderson, who's a name I never expect to be alongside Alaba. Slots through Salah. He's brilliant there from the Austrian left-back Alaba. Just manages to get back in and stop Salah. Though that's not such great defending from Fabinho. Vinicius trying to break, Fabinho shoves him to the floor. Bit of a tactical foul, doesn't get a yellow card for it, so fair play. But a few more of them, and he's going to be in the referee's book in the not too distant future. Lovely though from Vinicius, and this is why he's such a useful weapon. If you utilise him correctly, you can really get a lot out of Vinicius, because there his sudden change of direction completely catches Fabinho out, where he's got two options. He either lets him run past him, and then Vinicius is only one more man away from the Liverpool goal, or he has to bring him down in a manner that is against the laws, and then you give away a free kick. So, yeah, incredible footballer, Vinicius. He's really honed his skills over the last few years under Carlo Ancelotti, and is developing into a very fine footballer indeed. But yeah, didn't need to cut back there, Salah. The ball was there to be played on his right foot. Oh, what, the one that Henderson slotted through? Yeah. Probably could have just lashed that across the box and see what happens, but yeah, try to cut it back. That allowed Oliver to get back. 9 minutes played here. We've had a lot of action. It seems to have gone very, very fast. But I guess that's what happens when you get a goal in a game like this after just 4 minutes. But yeah. Here is Stefan Bajcetic. Knocks it out wide. Trent brings it under his control well, during the pace that ball was zipped at him at. Here is Henderson. Back in to the young Spaniard. Bajcetic looks so composed. Just 18 years old. Trent, Salah, 1-2. Back with Salah. Can he cross it? He's lifted it way too much on that. Salah's crossing needs to improve, and that's poor from Bajcetic. Praising his composure a moment ago, but that pass lacked maturity, really. Just trying to play it too soon. Vinicius tries an ambitious ball forward. Cut out. Falls to Benzema. Valverde. Real can try and create something here. Modric. Back to Valverde. Out wide with Benzema. Looking for an option. Modric. Back to Alaba. This is nice from Real Madrid. They're moving the ball quite quickly. Liverpool unable to really get anywhere near them, but they're doing enough just to resist at the moment, Real Madrid. They're not letting them break them, Liverpool. They slide into this very nice 4-5-1. It makes them very hard to break down, but they have done decently here, Real Madrid. Rodrigo got on the ball, cleared away by Robertson. Alaba can cross. Good ball from Alaba, but that's too close to the goalkeeper. Ambitious, right idea. Benzema was in there, but Alisson claims that one well. Liverpool seem to be getting a lot of joy down the right-hand side early on. Well, yeah, it all makes sense to target that side. Alaba's been out with a long-term injury for a while. Camavinga playing central midfield is a role he's not been too used to recently. And obviously Vinicius is a forward, so he's not going to be getting in and doing much defensive work. So as long as you have someone that can cover for Trent, that you can really utilise this right-hand side. They've given away the ball here. Joe Gomez. Here is Benzema. Can he lay it to Rodrigo? Gets the shot away. Well blocked by Van Dijk. And that's a crucial block from the Dutchman. And if not, that was certainly a goal. Rodrigo. That effort was cannoning towards the Liverpool net. Nunez, under a lot of pressure from Carvajal. Tries to turn his man. Zips it forward. That's brilliant from Darwin Nunez. Gakpo controls it well. And he's holding off the challenge of Camavinga. This is brilliant from Liverpool. And now they're on the counter. Salah. Has Trent going wider. Still Salah. Brilliant run. Mo Salah, and it's just past the post. What a dribble, though, from Mo Salah. He's so brilliant in this sort of area. He finds that little pocket of space. And there's these little touches still going. Progressing that ball forwards. And no one's putting that challenge in. Yeah, we see it here. He cuts inside and he looks so dangerous. Little touch, little look left, right. And then he manages to get that shot away on his left. It's not far away at all. Liverpool, very promising in the early stages of tonight's game. I feel like he could have looked out wide. Trent was there. If you play it out wide, maybe you get a goal from that. But I would not begrudge him going full goal on that attempt. Because that was a lovely dribble inside. And brilliant from Gakpo as well. Don't think I praised it enough at the time, but he held off Camavinga excellently. Could have easily gone down there or lost possession. But no. Held up nicely and yeah. Shifted it across to Salah and Liverpool almost got a goal from it. But Liverpool looking the better side so far. Was not expecting to be able to say that after 12 minutes, but Liverpool really dominating possession. They look a lot more dangerous in the counter-attack and the attack in general, whereas Real, they look all right, but they're really, really struggling to break Liverpool down at times. And Salah's been released in behind, but that's too ambitious. Courtois can saunter out and collect that with relative ease. Welcome to the stream, Ryan Tune with the classic high full stop. Some people watching, message in chat and talk with us. Yeah, Chelsea fan, encouraging the other viewers. If you are watching along, obviously you don't have to be pressured into it. If you're just enjoying the content, then feel free just to watch. But if you want to get involved in chat, please do not feel afraid to do so. The chat is a lovely place to talk about football, so please do get involved. Ball inside from Valverde, Van Dijk clears, and now Liverpool can look to counter. But there's a lot of slipping over. I think this Anfield pitch is a little bit too wet for today's game. I've already seen Gakpo slip over early in the game, and I've just seen both kind of think, oh, and what a mess up! Thibaut Courtois, that is a massive blunder. Wow. Thibaut Courtois, the ball comes to him. He can't bring it under control. The touch is terrible. And under pressure from Salah, it goes straight to Mo Salah, and he's just smashed it in the net. Unbelievable scenes. Real Madrid, the biggest of blunders, cost them massively here. And Thibaut Courtois looks bewildered as to how he's allowed that to happen. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Loads of players slipping over in the middle of the park. Lots of errors. Henderson gives it to Gakpo. Gakpo's touch isn't brilliant. Carvajal tries to clear it home. Salah does well to put the pressure on the keeper. And it's terrible from Courtois. I don't even know what he's trying to do. It's like he's trying to control it with his knee. Like, there. He just stumbles. He stumbles on it. He's looking to clear it out. He sees that the run's being cut off by Salah, and he doesn't make a decision. And the ball drops in front of him. He can't do anything about it. It drops to Salah, and it's a brilliant outside the boot finish from Mohamed Salah. I cannot believe this first 10 minutes here tonight. Wow. I mean, Real Madrid are looking a mockery right now. Champions League, reigning champions, and from the team they beat last year, they are being handed an absolute battering so far. 2-0 Liverpool inside 15 minutes. First goal, Real can't be too annoyed about it. It was brilliant from Liverpool and a good finish from Darwin Nunez, but that goal they will be frustrated by. Massively avoidable. Courtois now needs to get his head back in this game, and he does with a lovely ball forwards. But what an error from Thibaut Courtois. Salah, always pressing. That's why, if you're a young player and you're watching this game, you should be looking at Mohamed Salah. He never gives up. Never gives up on the press. Always just going for it. Even if it's half a chance, he'll be there pressing. He pressed Thibaut Courtois and forced an error out of him. Completely avoidable that. Forces an error out of Courtois. Courtois just knees it to him pretty much and hands Liverpool a 2-goal advantage. Onto the stream, I am Harry. Green name lighting up the chat with his Madrid as a banter club. Come on, you Reds. Fair enough, you've been playing very well so far. And Van Dijk deals well with that Alaba ball aimed for the box. Liverpool are playing some brilliant football. This really reminds me of 2020 Liverpool, 2019 Liverpool, where they were just tearing clubs apart. None of those sides they were ever able to beat Real Madrid, but tonight they have dominated the reigning champions in a manner I've not seen Real Madrid look this poor in ages. I mean, out of the last 5 years, they've won like 4 Champions Leagues. Not for the last 5, sorry. But, they're the most successful side in Champions League history. At the moment, they're going to crash out of the round 16. And it's all their own fault. Because while Liverpool played well tonight, that second goal is all their own doing. And Real really need to work hard to get back into this game. But yeah, take nothing away from Liverpool. They've been excellent. Modric, Alaba. Real looking to actually do something. The thing is, Real have had more of the ball. I think if we look at the possession stats, they've probably had more of the ball. But they can't do anything with it. Liverpool happy to sit in this low block, resist the press, and then spring on the counter. That's poor from Rodrigo. Real actually made a good attack there. Rodrigo tries to cut it back to Benzema, but the pass isn't great. And Liverpool on the counter there, cut out by Rudiger and knocks it back to Courtois, who I think is going to be a little more eager to clear that one with Salah applying the press. Do not want a repeat of that second goal. King Mo's back. It seems that way, Chelsea fan. It definitely does. What a dream start. Indeed, knack-knack. I don't think Liverpool could have thought of a better way to start this first leg tie. Nothing in the other game in the Champions League yet, I don't believe. No, only in the Championship where Norwich are 1-0 up home to Birmingham. But yeah, nothing in Frankfurt versus Napoli yet. I will keep you updated if there is anything. And of course, if you are watching both games, then please do keep me updated because I'm not. So, yeah. Interesting to see how that game plays. Bajcetic picks up the ball in a high area. Liverpool have won it back again high up the pitch. Robertson picks it up after the ball was intercepted forwards from Bajcetic. Fabinho. Robertson inside, Gakpo, Salah, and they can't find that final pass, but Liverpool so close to making it 3 there. They're looking really, really dangerous. This is something we haven't seen from Liverpool much this season, but they look so good on the counter. It's the same as Newcastle. And to compare Real Madrid from Newcastle seems mental, but they're being torn apart in a similar way. Goalkeeping blunders, costing them goals. A good goal from Liverpool, but yeah. Very, very good performance from Liverpool so far, but Real Madrid will be feeling this isn't a... Oh, this sort of is a just result because it's been their own doing, but in terms of the manner of play so far, Real Madrid have looked the better side for most of it. I think they've probably had more of the ball. Vinicius now. Benzema. Liverpool coming forwards. Sorry, Real Madrid coming forwards. This will worry Liverpool because Real, as much as they're 2 goals down in this game, that's 1 goal. If one more goal in this game, and then I'd back them. I'd back them in Spain because they are very strong at home. But, you know, if Liverpool keep this 2-0 win, there's nothing saying that they can't just keep it, you know, sharp shots, keep a clean sheet away from home and see themselves through to the quarterfinals. It's exactly what I said they need to do at the start of the game. Brilliant start from Liverpool. 20 minutes played. Let's see if they can keep it up. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Mopag. Hi, welcome to you too. Nick Nack, I hope Southampton stay up. I think you will. You reckon, Chelsea fan? Be interested to see whether Sellers can work miracles. I think they're one of the weakest squads in the Premier League. We said at the start of the season, but Southampton don't look all that strong. So I think I quite like Southampton. Wouldn't mind if they stay up. Oh, Vinicius, and there we go. That is the difference. I was talking about Southampton, and I think the Liverpool defenders were also distracted. They weren't fully focusing. They're getting a little bit complacent. 2-0. The most dangerous scoreline in football because it allows for complacency, and it's evident there. Vinicius picks up the ball on the edge of the area. No one pressures him, and he finds the bottom corner with a shot arrowing into it. And, I mean, Liverpool looked so high and mighty, but now I would start to worry if I'm a fan of the mighty Reds because that's a brilliant finish from Vinicius. And it's a statement of intent from Real Madrid that they will not go down without a fight. They love the Champions League. In recent years, nothing seems to have been able to stop them. And that was an unstoppable effort from the Brazilian winger. And now, only 1 more goal is needed for Liverpool to get back level, for Real Madrid to get back level in this tie. What a game already. 3 goals, 20 minutes played. Did not foresee this. I thought, you know what, this could be a bit of a cagey affair. I thought I might have a tough gig tonight, talking about a 0-0, but thank God, the footballing gods have provided us with a classic of the knockout stages. And now Liverpool picked it up the pitch again. Salah tries to slot through Gakpo, but Courtois going to get there. Liverpool really they apply the press so effectively. In recent games, their press has been completely outplayed by other teams, but I mean they've really done well tonight. Real Madrid cannot bring that ball forward. Whether that's because Real can't resist the press, or whether it is because Liverpool's press is becoming more effective, I don't know. But they've looked so much better, Liverpool, than in recent weeks. They're so quick to the press. Real get caught out. They're making these little mistakes. They're getting caught on the ball, caught in possession, and Liverpool springing together some really dangerous counter-attacks. And that's a little miscommunication there from Benzema and Vinicius. And now Liverpool can come forward again. Salah, that really is the leader of these forward charges. Every time he picks up the ball, he looks so dangerous on this right-hand side. And it's exactly their game plan. Run at Alaba all night. He's just come back from injury. He's not the quickest anyway. He's not the fittest right now. Run at him. Yeah, what a start. Fuming on missing it. Yeah, Harry, the stream you miss, of course. Tomorrow night, we're going to watch Man City Leipzig. Either play out a 0-0 draw or City going to score 6 goals from corners. But yeah, join us tomorrow night. We will be live at the same time, same place. Hopefully, just as an exciting game. But yeah. I hope Chelsea stay up too. Thank you, Nick Nack. But yeah. Ball inside. Gakpo. Back out to Trent. Brilliant outside the boot cross. It's going to find Robertson. Tries to volley it, but it's deflected. Falls now to Trent. Gets it away from Camavinga. Doesn't. Camavinga releases Vinicius. Liverpool win. That's why Real Madrid are in. Keep getting them mixed up, but here comes Vinicius. Van Dijk tries to narrow the angle. He does really well, to be fair. Van Dijk just stops him getting that pass across. And so when he does, he has no option there, and it's cut out by Liverpool, who are now just... I mean, it's Jordan Henderson breaking on the counter, so you can't imagine it's going at much pace. And they have to just slow it down, waiting for more forwards to arrive. Bejkitic, Fabinho. Here's Trent. I really like how this Liverpool system seems to work. It almost becomes a 2-5-2, I think. Or something. No, 2-4-3. That's 2-5-3, something. I can't do maths. But Trent's inverting. Henderson's occupying this sort of right wing back sort of position. And then the three forwards centralise. Robertson goes flying high on the left. It's creating a massive overload in the counter-attack. And then they drop back into 4-5-1, keep it very compact, and it's causing Real a lot of problems. Here's Salah. Can he finish it? No. Can Nunez bundle over the line? No. Cleared away by Militao. Brilliant bit of play there, though, and Liverpool can't believe they've not made it 3. I'm going to see a replay here. Well, might not actually. We're just looking at Militao holding his balls. Now we're going to get a replay. Trent slots in Henderson, who makes a dying run down this right, cuts it back to Salah. He gets caught in a bit of a spin. Nunez can't get it in the back of the net. Militao clears convincingly, but I think that may have caused him more damage than a goal might have, because he seems to have pulled up with some sort of injury. I think it's Darwin Nunez's shot. No, Nunez's shot doesn't catch him in the balls. I don't know what does. It might not be his balls then. Might be a groin when he boots the ball out, but yeah. Yeah, down the left we're seeing nothing from Liverpool. Had enough men back, fortunately. Yeah, well, I think Liverpool clearly don't want to play down the left because their system is to cut it on the right, and then you're crossing into 3 strikers pretty much. You've got Nunez arriving back post, you've got Gakpo in the middle, you've got Salah in the middle. It creates this real overload for Liverpool where they've got 3 incredible forwards. And this is why for Real Madrid, it's not Militao down, it's David Alaba. And that will cause some concern because he's only just come back from injury, Alaba. He's been given a tough evening so far. Mo Salah causing him a lot of problems. But yeah, Vinicius, frustrated that he couldn't make more of that counter-attack because that looked promising for Madrid. It really did. But yeah, Benzema just trying to pick back up, and this is going to be a change. Alaba will not continue, signals the physio. And that is gutting. Alaba only just back from injury. His night ended prematurely due to an injury, and that is his hamstring he's holding. Nacho Fernandez readies himself. Not exactly going to fix their problems, I don't think. If David Alaba's had a tough time of it so far. I feel like Nacho, it's only going to get worse for Real with the overload on that right-hand side Liverpool have presented so far. But yeah, what a game so far. Just have a quick look in the poll in chat. 15 votes so far. 53% have gone correct with Liverpool. 40% backing Real Madrid. I think that goal may have increased that percentages. So obviously Real got that goal back, and now people thinking, you know what, they might be able to pull something off out of tonight. And 7% opting for a draw as well. Still nothing in the other game tonight, which, classic Champions League. If you're going to provide us with a 2-1, the other game's also not going to be a classic. Not going to be a classic. You can't share out the goals, which I'm not too annoyed about. At least we're watching the game that's had all 3 goals so far. But yeah, pre-scoring Napoli seemingly being shut out by disciplined Frankfurt so far. Alaba saying on the pitch is probably better for Liverpool. He's looked off the pace so far. Yeah, but Nacho is not a left back. And as much as Alaba might not be on the pace, at least he's got that positional, familiarity. Ball in from Bejkitic, but it runs out for a corner. Not a bad idea. Gets it into the area, occupied by both Gakpo and Nunez, but neither of them can make any contact with it. But yeah. Promising for Liverpool so far, you do get that sense, however, that one good ball over the top from Real Madrid and all of Liverpool's good work so far is undone. We've already seen how good they are, and Militao almost made it another Real Madrid cock up in their own box there. Luckily, he recovered his slip. But yeah, what is going on? Have Liverpool intentionally covered the pitch in an incredibly slippery, lubricant? Is that the right word? I don't know. But everyone seems to be slipping over at the moment. especially in this Real Madrid half. Investigate Liverpool for dodgy tactics. But no, what a spectacle we've had so far. Fabinho, can't get anything on it. Valverde, Camavinga, knocks it back to Rudiger. And now Real Madrid can build it up. Courtois. Militao. Good luck, Nacho. Yeah, I mean, he's going to need it. Up against the incredible Mo Salah. But here, Carvajal, trying to find Vinicius with that ball forward. But Trent, he's looked a lot more disciplined defensively tonight, Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's been crucial, actually, for Liverpool because Vinicius is a very dangerous player. If you don't have a man on him, you're going to give him acres to work with. We saw how Liverpool were torn apart by Napoli when Vicha Kvaratskhelia came to town. This could have easily been a game of a similar story if Trent wasn't so disciplined. And yeah, obviously Vinicius, it was Trent's lack of defensive discipline that cost Liverpool in the final just 8 months ago. But yeah, Liverpool come forwards now. Valverde, Modric. Gives it to Benzema, back to Modric. And he finds Vinicius. Vinicius, back post. Carvajal can't meet it. Well headed. Clear by Darwin Nunez. That's out for a Real Madrid corner. Well dealt with there. The Uruguayan had to be on top of that because if not, Carvajal was arriving at the back post. And now Modric over this corner. We know Real Madrid have a lot of presence, namely Antonio Rudiger, who's already fighting Fabinho. He's love to see ball in, but the referee has blown the whistle. And yeah, referee just having a word with Rudiger, having a word with Fabinho. I'm not surprised. As a man who's watched many an Antonio Rudiger masterclass, it does not surprise me he's picking fights in this game. But yeah, Luka Modric. I'll just wait for this corner before I pour myself a drink. Modric. Ball in, well delivered. Benzema tries to make contact with it. Falls to Vinicius. Can he get it out of his feet? He can, and that's a big save. A big left hand from Alisson denies Vinicius. That would have been an identical goal to the one he scored to get one back for Real Madrid. But yeah, what a save. And that's why Alisson's regarded as one of the best. But yeah, Vinicius. He slips as he shoots, but he still manages to get the shot on. Get the shot on target. It's a good effort from Vinicius. Very powerful. Forces a massive save out of Alisson. And I had this debate today. Someone asked me, is Alisson the best goalkeeper in the world? And I said the only one who rivals him is Thibaut Courtois. In this game, we've seen Alisson come up big for his side, whereas Courtois gifted the opposition a goal. So, you know, if those two are truly the best in the world, I think Alisson's settling the debate at least tonight. Modric. Here's Benzema. Back to Modric. Can he create something, Luka Modric? Rodrigo lets it run. Valverde! He's very eager to hit that one away, but he's not got the technique. A lot of power behind it, but nowhere near goal. And he, aims that one, arrows it up into the top of the stand by the looks of it. But promising signs again. Lovely flick on from Rodrigo. Valverde just a little bit overzealous with that one. That effort was not troubling Alisson. Might have hit a nan in the crowd as well, so sorry to her. But this is their best player in my opinion. I think he's the most exciting, isn't he? In a similar fashion to how Salah's terrorised Madrid so far, Vinicius is an incredibly exciting player. When he gets on the ball, he looks like he could create something out of nothing. Brilliant footballer. But yeah, Fabinho dinks on forwards, and that's a 1-2 between Trent and Henderson, cut out low by, well, the arm of Camavinga. That's going to be a Liverpool free kick. But sort of smart, he's not picked up a card and he's stopped Liverpool going forwards with it. Fabinho. Trent. Now with Salah. Back to Trent. Liverpool happy just to build this up now. Here's Joe Gomez. I think that is the one weakness in this Liverpool side. I think Gomez has a mistake in him, and that worries me. If I were a Liverpool fan, I would be concerned about that right-hand side, considering, you know, Trent usually isn't too disciplined defensively, and Joe Gomez is usually pretty abysmal. But he's looked very comfortable tonight, Joe Gomez. Not looked out of his depth at all. Here, to Salah. Henderson, beautiful play from Liverpool, finds Salah again, takes it past Valverde. Gakpo tries to lay it to Salah. It's not a good touch, but Salah gets it to Robertson. Bajcetic, Gakpo wins the ball, but I think Nacho will deal with this. No, he's turned. What is he doing? Caught in possession. Gakpo, can he cross it? He can. Why has he gone aerially there? What a chance for Liverpool, but yeah, Nacho turning towards, he was facing away from goal. All we had to do was get that clear. And he turns around. Gakpo nabs the ball off him. Should just run it across the floor, but he tries to dink it in. Salah in a high position here on the edge of the box. Brilliantly won by Vinicius. And now Real can come forward. 1-2 with Benzema. And he gets it caught on his feet. And does about 7 Real Madrid players, 7 Liverpool players surround him. It's hard for him to really burst forward. And yeah, Liverpool so effective at getting back there. I really thought Vinicius was going to be away with the wind, but yeah, quick tracking, quick recovery from that Liverpool defence aided them there, because if not, could have easily been 2-2 now. Yeah, what an electric start. And Kvaratskhelia in the other game tonight has just missed a penalty. That is huge. Napoli unable to break the deadlock in their tie away at Frankfurt so far, and Kvaratskhelia has now missed a penalty. I get the feeling there's a few more goals in this game. I like that feeling, Nick Nack. I hope it comes true. Trent delivers, ball in, and it's headed away. Which I want to point out, by the way, I predicted Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 1. So if nothing changes now, I've absolutely smashed this. Or at half time, if it does change, I'll say that was my first half prediction. Unless there's another goal in the last 11 minutes, of course. But yeah, what a brilliant game so far. Bajcetic, Fabinho, Van Dijk. Thing is, Liverpool can't, neither side really can afford to push too much, because as much as Real Madrid will want that second goal, there is no point pushing too hard, ending up 3-1 down, because this is a two-legged tie. And they've got to bear that one in mind. I think Ancelotti will when managing how much to go for it in this game. Because as much as obviously 2-2 would be massive to take back home, 2-1 isn't horrific. Bajcetic tries to turn, it's cut out by Valverde, and now feeds the ball through to Vinicius. I think Gomez has dealt well with it, gives it to Alisson. Oh, and it's caught Vinicius, and it's in the back of the Liverpool net. A goalkeeping blunder made it 2-0 Liverpool. A goalkeeping blunder at the other end levels the scores. It's now 2-0, and from ecstasy after just 12 minutes for Liverpool, it is now utter disappointment as Real Madrid level the tie. 2-2 now, Liverpool in utter disbelief as to how they've let this one slip so soon. 35 minutes on the clock and the scores are back level. This game has been full of twists and turns, and it takes another massive turn, and I can't believe Alisson has made such a cock-up. And it's exactly the same stuff I said when it was at the other end, and it was Thibaut Courtois. He tries to clear it, it hits Vinicius, it's in the back of the net. Unbelievable. Just when you think this game can't get any more mental, it just throws another complete curveball. And wow, we're now at 2-2. Who knows where we're going to go from here? Because genuinely, you know, we've seen this many goals so far. Why can it not repeat itself in the second half? Trap save Kvaratskhelia penalty. Yeah, I did say Matteo just a moment ago. But welcome to the stream, mate. That was a great keeper, but 2 error prone. What a game this is. I don't think he's 2 error prone though. We've just seen Thibaut Courtois, an equally dependable shot stopper, give the ball to Salah. So both goalkeepers completely throwing away goals, and now at 2-2, the momentum's for Real Madrid. And that's the thing, Liverpool looked so comfortable in this tie in the early stages, and now, as we barrel towards half-time at a rate of knots, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw this away. Because Real are very much eager, and if they can carry momentum from these 2 goals, well, you know, maybe we're in for a very interesting last 10 minutes of this first half. Good penalty save by Trapp. He's a bit of a specialist, isn't he? Kevin Trapp, I seem to have that information. He was obviously involved in the Frankfurt shootout as they won the Europa League last season. And yeah, he was massive there. Of course, saving Aaron Ramsey's penalty, though I think my nan probably would have got down to that one. There's very little power on it from the Welshman. There was literally no danger. That's going to be very deflating for Liverpool. Yeah, I can't understand why Alisson hasn't just put that out of touch. Instead, he tries to zip it forwards with Vinicius right in front of him. It's baffling. Everything about this game has been completely baffling. If anyone told me 37 minutes in you're going to be sat there having seen 2 goalkeeping blunders, and it's going to be 2-2, and Liverpool were going to go 2-0 up after just 12 minutes, I'd have told you you're mental, mate. That's not going to happen. but has now. Napoli goal. Is there yet? Victor Osimhen scores for Napoli. 40 minutes on the clock. Goal from Osimhen, assisted by Lozano. Napoli now take the lead in that one. I will update the scoreboard. I presume that's why Harry was telling me. But yeah, Napoli finally break the deadlock in that encounter. And that comes as no surprise given their dominance over the Serie A this campaign. So fair enough. Napoli finally have that goal away in Frankfurt. Ancelotti cool as a cucumber on the touchline. I wouldn't expect any different. Here's Robertson. Bejkitic knocks it back. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Out wide to Robertson. Back with Van Dijk. I want to point out, I know not many people do the UEFA Fantasy thing, but I've got Vinicius, who scored twice, and I've got Osimhen, who's just scored. So I'm sort of cooking so far. But yeah, good ball in from Salah. Gakpo trying to bring it under control. Brilliant though from Rudiger to stop him in his tracks. And now Real Madrid trying to bring it forwards. They're trying to put the pressure on this Liverpool defence. Fabinho does nicely though and turns away from Benzema. Lays it off to Henderson. Henderson does really well. Dinks it forwards. Here's Nunez. The ball is massively overhit. I thought that was going to be a cross. He's almost put out for a throw on the other side. Robertson just about recovers that. Apparently, though, he didn't. That's out of play. Ancelotti was quick to put his hand up for that one. Victor Osimhen is on fire this season, indeed, and he carries his form in the league into European competition. Big goal for Napoli, obviously. That is their away leg. If they were to win tonight, you'd back them. You'd strongly back them to be able to see this tie out. I think that is the one tie that I see a big surprise happening. As much as people go, Liverpool win this would be a surprise, I don't think it massively is. They're both big clubs, Real and Liverpool, but I think Napoli could be genuinely upset by Frankfurt. Apologies, by the way, for any lag currently on the stream. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting the red bar of death, which is always worrying. I will just take my phone off the Wi-Fi. But yeah, apologies if you are getting lag. Hopefully that will sort itself shortly. Here is Vinicius. Plays it inside. Benzema. Vinicius. Can he get a shot away? Cut out by Bejkitic. And now Liverpool can go the other way. Seems to have sorted the lag. Apologies if you did just get a minor moment there. Robertson goes down the line. Nunez can't get it though. Carvajal kicks out of play. It's off the pitch. A bit of a scuffle there between Danny Carvajal and Robertson. Carvajal just sort of slapped the ball into the ground. Stream seems okay to me. All right. Thank you for that, Nick-Nack. Yeah, no, I don't know what I get a little update as to how the Wi-Fi is doing through a colour, and it keeps going between green and red. So, yeah, it's now back to an orange and now to a red, which is very worrying. But hopefully it stabilises soon. Fabinho, Bejkitic, back to Trent. Can he play it forward? He can. Here is Jordan Henderson, Salah, Trent. Nice from Liverpool. This. Here is Fabinho. Trent knocks it across to Van Dijk. Almost at the half now. Would be a big time to find a goal. Rodrigo cuts it out. And now Real could go the other way. Benzema loops it over Robertson. Rodrigo tries to cut inside, and that's cut out by Bejkitic. Out for Real throw. But yeah, 17 votes in the polling chat so far. 47% Liverpool, 47% Real Madrid. The game is tied. The chat is tied, unsurprisingly. Thanks to everyone that has voted in that. 6% with the draw. Currently the correct ones, though. So, yeah, intriguing that. And yeah, Darwin Nunez has just brought down Camavinga. Definitely a foul. I don't think it's going to be a yellow, but that is a foul. Though he's pointing out that Bejkitic is down on this near side for Liverpool, though he seems to be alright to continue as the physio goes over and checks up on him. But yeah, just caught there by the boot of Danny Carvajal, I believe. And then Nunez a little over-aggressive on Eduardo Camavinga. And now Real Madrid just knocking it around the back. Building it up, looking to hit Liverpool just before the end of this half. Courtois goes along with the ball. Thibaut Courtois. Can he pick out a pass? No, he can't. Joe Gomez cuts it out. Gomez, nice run here from Joe Gomez. Brought to the floor by the Uruguayan Federico Valverde. I think I'm the only one that's voted for a draw. Well, yeah, smashing it so far, Nick-Nack. So, yeah, well done. Well, yeah, 6%, maybe, yeah, maybe 2 votes. I can't do maths, but yeah, someone more smarter than me can probably. I can't do English either, apparently. Someone smarter than me can probably work that one out. Trent, Bejkitic. Knocks it out wide. Here is Van Dijk. Robertson. Nunez. Cut out by Valverde. And now Real can look to spring on the counter. No, they can't. Cut out by Bejkitic. Gives it to Trent. Trent tries to turn. Rudiger does well. And I think there's going to be a free kick and potentially a card. No, the ref seems to be fine. But there is going to be a free kick for Liverpool here. What's this for? I think it's... Oh, it's handball from Luka Modric. Yeah, Bejkitic smashes it forwards and it does strike the arm of the Croatian creator. 6 times 17 equals 102. Right, I don't know what that implies. If you do what is... Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Time for a free kick then. Can Liverpool convert this? We know they've got some dangerous players from free kicks. Trent and Salah both stood over this one. Could be either of them, to be fair, who dinks this ball forwards. Roberto Carlos pointing out to some of his, some of the people around him, actually, how he expects this to go. Just doing a little thing with his hands. Chance for Trent. Well, certainly is. We've seen him finish from this sort of range before. So this could be a dink forwards and someone run into it sort of situation when Nunez is there in the right sort of position. Though it looks like Trent is going to go for goals. Nunez did just make the dummy run there. I thought that might be exactly what's about to happen. Trent aims goalwards and it's very much on target. Too close to Thibaut Courtois and he can saunter over and make the save. A little bit out of Trent's range, to be fair to him, but yeah. Courtois still forced into a decent save. Valverde releases Vinicius. Real on the counter. Across to Rodrigo. And it's almost home. Wow. Brilliant for Andrew Robertson. He just stops that ball across. If not, that would have been 3-2 Real Madrid. And Liverpool's work would have been completely undone. Big wrong throw from Thibaut Courtois. Real quick to get out. Valverde releases Vinicius down this left-hand side in the penalty area. If he notices Benzema on the edge, he might be able to cut it back to him. He squares it instead. Rodrigo in the 6-yard box, only denied by a massive block from a massive interception from Andrew Robertson. You take some lessons off James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse nearly never misses a free kick. And now Salah tries to dribble. Trent lashes it forwards. Liverpool coming away with pace on the counter. Nunez holds it up well. Needs an option though as Modric tries to narrow off his angles. Nunez should look back for Robertson. Still trying to go down this left-hand side though, Nunez. Now finds Bejkitic behind him, not Robertson, since Robertson has inverted. Fabinho. Back to Van Dijk. 2 minutes, by the way, left. I haven't done the added time. Is it set to 2 minutes? It is indeed. Oh, it's 3 minutes. Oh, well. There we go. 2 minutes of added time left. I'll change that quickly while they're doing a goal kick. But, yeah. Added time's the thing I always forget to do on these. Apologies. First interception, Robertson. Yeah, knick-knack. Denied what would have been a certain goal from that sort of area for Rodrigo. Rodrigo, obviously, was pivotal in their run last year, scored in a very big game against Chelsea. So, yeah. Just a minute left in this one then. Be interesting to see how the second half goes. We're almost at half-time now. Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2. Ball pumped forward. Van Dijk heads it back the other way. And now Henderson tries that ball over the top. Can Nunez get on the end of it? No, he can't. Rudiger clears it after the header from Militao. But yeah, Real Madrid have looked decent since they conceded those 2 goals. Liverpool need to get back to the form that found them the 2 early goals. But yeah, as to what we'll see after the half, it's hard to say. But for the rest of this half, it seems like both sides still looking for that goal. But a ball forwards from Liverpool, and that's out of play for a Real Madrid goal kick. Worth the punt forwards though from Fabinho. Not far away from making something happen at all. Yeah, Salah seems to be bewildered as to how he didn't win a free kick moments earlier. he thought he was fouled, and Henderson's making that point now very clear to the referee, which the referee seems to not be receiving his criticism too well. To be fair, he didn't book him or anything. He's not refereeing the Premier League. That is half time. Very good first half of action. We've seen 4 goals. It's Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2 as we reach the conclusion of the first half. The other games tonight as well. Napoli currently lead away at home. They're 1-0 up at the break, thanks to a goal from Victor Osimhen. But in this tie, what a game we've had so far. Been treated to an absolute goal fest. Real Madrid have been, we're very much asleep for the first 15 minutes. Since then, though, they've turned on the style and they've shown why they are the reigning European champions. I didn't expect to go into the break 2-2 when Liverpool were 2-0 up after just 15 minutes. But here we are, alas, and it'll be interesting to see how the second half plays out. But yeah, there's a chat. Make sure to get involved in chat. Please do leave your comments and your thoughts on that first half. Want to hear from you guys. We'll be reading out whatever you put in there, and we'll discuss it. But yeah, it feels like there's not much between the teams as expected, really. Yeah, obviously when you see the final of the last season in at the round of 16 stage, you think there's going to be a clash of two sides who are very strong. Obviously, neither side really came in to this tie in brilliant form. And it's created for a brilliant game of football. Clearly, neither side is capable of any sort of defending. So, yeah, Liverpool able to expose Real Madrid very early on. But since then, Real Madrid, really showed us why everyone regards them so highly. But, yeah, been a very good first half football. I'm glad. It would have been very dull if there's no goals. If you want to see no goals, tune in tomorrow night. Manchester City versus RB Leipzig. Probably not going to be the greatest game ever. But you never know. Maybe Leipzig will pull off the unexpected and actually get one over on a fellow hated club. But yeah, I keep hearing it thing we'd found around as the two most hated sides in Europe face off. Which yeah, it should be a good game tomorrow night. But yeah, from tonight so far then, I think we'll start with an analysis of Liverpool's first 15 minutes and their electric first 15 minutes indeed. Obviously, Mohamed Salah has been exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. I was going to go to his goal first, but it would make more sense to start chronologically. 4 minutes into the game, it was Mo Salah on the right-hand side, causing Real Madrid all sorts of problems. Found the space, managed to get that ball forwards. Yeah, well, picked out Darwin Nunez. A brilliant ball into the box, to be fair. Nunez made that run, that little dart, blindsided, was it Alaba, I believe? No, Rudiger would make more sense in that sort of position. And yeah, the finish, a lovely technique from Darwin Nunez. Just sort of lets it go through his legs and then Rabonas it to the near post. And yeah, Thibaut Courtois caught wrong-footed as he was expecting the ball to come across him rather than straight at him. And yeah, good finish indeed. And then in terms of the second goal, obviously we all know what happened there. Thibaut Courtois with the massive blunder. Inexcusable at this level, really. But we'll get on to Alisson as well in a second. But yeah, inexcusable to be just caught in two minds. Couldn't decide whether he's going to kick it long, whether he's going to pass it short. To start to put the pressure on, and he panicked and he didn't do anything, which is probably the worst decision. Because if you kick it out of play, it's not a goal. But he kicks it into and knees it straight to Salah, who outside the boot, just volleys it past him. And then as for Real Madrid, they responded rather nicely. Just 7 minutes after that goal, Vinicius found a little bit of space, cut inside as he does so often. Looks incredibly dangerous in that sort of area. And cut inside, lovely bit of space, and just curls it into the bottom corner. Very, very good goal for a very, very good player. And then in terms of the second goal, of course, just who scored it? I've completely forgot. Oh, of course, Vinicius again. Alisson gets the ball back to him, tries to clear it, clears it straight into Vinicius, who, I don't think it was intentional to put it in the back of the net, but he jumped up at it, and Alisson cleared it straight into him, and it was in the back of the Liverpool net. 2-2 at half-time. Brilliant game so far. In terms of the Championship, by the way, Burnley in action tonight, away at Millwall. They've just got a goal. in that game, and that will take them now to 75 points from 33 matches. I mean, they've had an absolutely impeccable campaign so far. Burnley, interested to see how they get in the Premier League next season. I think Vincent Kompany is a very good manager, but whether he'll be able to bring the same tactics into the Premier League and, play in the manner he wants to, I don't know. It's going to be difficult, but I didn't think that Fulham would come in and play the same sort of football they did in the Championship, and they've dealt with the step up very well. So yeah, fair play. Yeah, please leave your thoughts in chat if you have any on that first half. The thing is, it's been a very tight affair, but there's not a lot to say other than the fact that both the goals were very interesting goals. And yeah, other than that, well, I guess we'll see what the pundits say and sort of make analysis off of that. In terms of, we used to talk about substitutions at half time, and I don't think either side will be looking to their bench just yet. I think there's obviously options for both sides. There's plentiful supply of attacking talent that could come on and change this game, but I don't think either side will be utilising that depth just yet. But yeah, we're going to see another replay of this Darwin Nunez goal. So you know what? We'll have a look as well. Ball was forced forward again. We've mentioned how Gakpo tried to play it forward. Bajcetic then gives it to Henderson. And they use this right hand side so well, and it's a brilliant ball inside from Salah, and it's the technique from Darwin Nunez to be able to convert this chance is brilliant. But yeah, I mean, they want to focus here on the positioning of the midfielders. Fair enough. Gakpo does well, finds a nice pocket of space, and then here the run from Nunez is sublime. He just finds that the exact area where Salah's going to be able to spot him. Salah plays the ball in, Militao does not track Nunez, and the flick from Darwin Nunez. The confidence to try that. He clearly has his mojo back. But yeah, Salah goal came just after two slips in the middle of the park. Gakpo lost possession. Carvajal cleared it towards his goalkeeper. He couldn't have predicted his goalkeeper was going to knee it to Mo Salah. And yeah, I don't think anyone could have predicted that one. Nikola Dimkovic, welcome to the stream. The goalkeepers are having a nightmare. Indeed, Nikola. Vinny and Salah, a brilliant class goal by Darwin. Indeed, yeah. I mean, Salah has looked incredible all night. His work ethic, brilliant. He's looked incredibly dangerous on the ball as well. And yeah, pounced on that mistake from the Madrid goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. Yeah, it's all about the pass for me. Clever finish, though, yeah. So I think Salah's eye for a pass is incredibly underrated. Obviously, we all know how good a finisher he is. Speaking of good finishes, that was a lovely one from Vinicius. We sit here, he just cuts inside. There, sends Henderson for dead. Lovely one too. And Gomez doesn't get touch tight to him. And Vinicius can just, weave his way through the back. And his shot finds the back of the net. Alisson left with no hope. We saw a similar sort of effort later in the half, which Alisson was able to do more with. But in terms of the second goal, Bajcetic caught in possession. Valverde tried to release Vinicius. Vinicius can't get there. Gomez dealt really well. At this point I was going, fair enough. That's well done from Gomez. But the clearance from Alisson was less than desirable for a Liverpool fan's perspective. And for someone who wants this tie to actually still be interesting come the second leg. But yeah, clears it straight into Vinicius. And the guy who tormented him in the last meeting between the pair, in the final of the 2022 Champions League, has a brace tonight. But yeah, brilliant from Vinicius so far. And in that goal, he mudded my 2-1 prediction for Liverpool. But I don't think anyone could have seen this game being as lively as it has been. And yeah, in terms of the other game tonight, I haven't seen the Osimhen goal yet. I might see if I can find a clip of it somewhere. I'll do that now because I'm intrigued to see how they're getting on. But yeah, obviously Napoli now 1-0 up away in that game. You'd imagine that's going to be their tie sorted for them. But you never know, maybe Frankfurt will be able to turn it around. If they get a goal in this leg, then you never know what they'll do away from home. But yeah, here we go. Make sure my volume's off. So yeah, ball lumped forward. The quality on this isn't brilliant. But Lozano, coming down this right, cuts it to the edge. Not to the edge. Just puts the ball into the box. And Victor Osimhen runs towards the back post. It's an incredibly dangerous run. But yeah, Lozano bursting down this right-hand side. Good delivery. Osman at the back post. Almost runs into the post. Yeah. Manages just to catch himself on the post before he runs headfirst into it. And that's a good goal from Victor Osimhen. It's a good goal from a lot of the good players so far in both ties tonight. Obviously, we've seen some brilliant finishes. A good night for fans of brilliant goals. So yeah, fair enough. Only a few more minutes now until the second half. Make sure to get your thoughts on that first half and anything you expect to see in the second half. So yeah. And if you think there should be substitutions, if you disagree with me, then please do say that as well. I think there probably shouldn't be, because both sides have played well. But if there were to be subs, wow, you'd imagine you'll see Luis Diaz soon. No, he's still not back, is he? But you'll see Jota soon for Liverpool, probably, if they need a goal. As for Madrid, Eden Hazard maybe. Probably not the best option, but you could bring in Toni Kroos maybe in the midfield and move Valverde out wide or something like that. But yeah, Rodrigo's sort of the player you want to bring on in this situation, but he's already on the pitch. And he's not really had the desired impact so far. Rodrigo's been a little bit inactive. But yeah, other than that, I think both sides play some really nice stuff. It's incredible to see how two sides who are struggling a little domestically at the moment have both been able to turn up and really, show the world that they are still some of the best sides in Europe. So yeah, fair play to both of them. To be fair, it's harsh to say Real are struggling domestically. Then they're still not playing badly, they're just not playing as well as Barcelona are at the moment. Barcelona are currently top of La Liga. And we will see Barcelona in action on Thursday night. The stream page for that is already up, as it is. Is it for... I don't know if it is. Actually, no, it isn't. Sorry. Stream page for Thursday isn't up, but it will be up by the morning. So, yeah, when that comes up, make sure to leave a like and set your notification for that. So, yeah, we'll be live tonight. We're live tomorrow night. We're live Thursday night. A lot of streams coming up. Make sure to, hop in and tune in. And yeah, we're only a few moments now away from the second half, so make sure to get some predictions in for that. And of course, if you haven't voted in the poll, make sure to do that as well. Currently on 19 votes, 47% Liverpool, 47% Real Madrid, 5% draw. 2 more votes hasn't changed the current thoughts in chat. So yeah, if you have a differing opinion, make sure... Oh, we have seen another vote, and the advantage is now with Real Madrid, 50% Real Madrid, 45% Liverpool, 5% draw. On to the stream junior, Ala Madrid, of course. And yeah, they've played well so far, Madrid. In terms of if you look after 20 minutes, then it's been a brilliant performance from Real Madrid, and obviously a brilliant comeback. The fact that they're all level here at the break, despite going 2 goals to the disadvantage, is testament to Real Madrid's character. They're a side that doesn't give up, despite anything. So yeah, fair play to them. I'm here late, but predicted Vinny Jr. first half brace. Oh, of course, yeah. You obviously didn't see me go. It's going to be 2-2, and that Real Madrid are going to, concede too early, but then Vinicius going to grab a brace. I predicted it all, really. But, yeah. Madrid to win 3-1 with the brace from Vinny. Oh, that was your prediction. All right. Fair enough. That's a little more believable. But, yeah, obviously that can't come true now. But I could definitely still see Real getting the win here, and that's the frustration for Liverpool is, as much as they could find 2 goals, this isn't Newcastle. And I think they forgot that because they sort of just stopped. They allowed Real Madrid too much space, too much respect, and now they're all square at the break. But I thought we were about to cut back to the action. Instead, we've cut to the cricket. That is classic BT Sport. God, I love it. We've got 2 people in hats in the middle of sunny Australia. So yeah, I presume it's Australia. Is it New Zealand or Australia? I don't know. I don't know much about stuff. I like 3-1 Madrid, but that won't happen since it's 2-2. Yeah. This will be 3-2. Plus, making the way out now for the second half. Rudiger and Courtois in deep conversation, as are Vinicius and Modric. Yeah, making their way out now for what is sure to be an exciting second half. Yeah. Looking forward to this one. I really hope the second half lives up to the hype set by the first half. Madrid out the tunnel first. Liverpool will follow him as well as the officials. I wish Napoli never missed that penalty. Yeah, neither. I've got Kvaratskhelia captained in the UEFA Fantasy thing. So yeah, not great for me. Should have captained Vinicius, who is bringing some very solid points for me, thankfully. But yeah, I've currently got Kvaratskhelia captained on a -2. So that's not great. But yeah, I'd like to see Napoli go far in Europe. That's a side that I think are incredible to watch. Every time they play, it's never a dull game, is it, with Napoli? So yeah, be interesting to see how far they can go in this competition. We're about to get underway for the second half here. Jordan Henderson jumping up and down as he gets ready to take the kickoff for the second half. Stood over the ball. Henderson just teasing us again. The referee happy to make us wait for a little bit. And yeah. And it looks like Liverpool are going to try the pump and attack that they always do from these kickoffs. And Henderson takes a quick time, but we are now underway for the second half. Beşiktaş goes forward with it, cut out by Real Madrid, and it's out of play. I don't know out of play, sorry, it's back with Liverpool in their own half. Fabinho. Here is Joe Gomez. Under pressure already, goes to Trent, and Trent can find Fabinho in a bit of space in the middle of the park. Fabinho. That looked like Roberto. No, it's Gakpo. I thought Roberto Firmino was on the pitch there. I didn't know what number he wore, and I saw the number 18. I thought maybe that's Roberto Firmino from behind, but no. It was Cody Gakpo. No changes for either side at the break then. Not many surprises there. Both sides play some really nice stuff. Obviously, the only change so far in this game was Real Madrid forced into an early substitution due to the injury to David Alaba. Yeah, sad to see him have to come off. Real Madrid, though, coming forwards. Vinicius gets the other side of Trent. But that's brilliant from Gomez to get across. Some calls for a foul, and I think that is going to be a free kick in a good position here. And yeah, Liverpool players feeling that's a little unjustified. Let's see, lovely burst from Vinicius. This is why he's so dangerous. I think it's a bit of a harsh one. Bit of a harsh foul there, but it's a bit clumsy from Joe Gomez, and that's why I always feel he's a bit of a liability, because he makes clumsy tackles like that. And now he's giving away a free kick. It's a bit of a dubious free kick, I understand, but yeah. Free kick nonetheless. Whether Liverpool feel that justified or not. Modric over this one then. We've seen some of his balls over the top in Europe be incredibly successful over recent years. Whether his ball into the box here will be successful, we'll have to wait a matter of moments to see. Modric. Ball in, and it is! It is successful! It's brilliantly successful from Real Madrid. Modric picks out Militao, who cannons a header home, and now Real Madrid lead this tie 3-2. Just 2 minutes into this second half, and Real have took the advantage for the first time in this game. They've completed the comeback from 2 goals down. They are now 1 goal to the good. It's 3-2 Real Madrid. Liverpool must be so frustrated. So frustrated because they took the advantage in this game. They were 2 goals to the good, and suddenly they find themselves 3-2 down. And we're not even 50 minutes through. Gomez looks a little annoyed at himself. I think he'll be annoyed he gave away that free kick. Who lets the runner run free? It could be any of the 3 people stood around him watching. He burst forwards at Militao. Nobody tracking or picking up the run. And it's a good header. Alisson left with absolutely no chance in the middle of that Real Madrid goal. Militao celebrates by throwing himself to the ground in front of the Real Madrid fans. Real Madrid fans jumping for joy. What a performance so far. Just every single time we're seeing things that you just can't quite believe. But somehow Real Madrid Liverpool have bottled this from a 2-goal advantage. Unbelievable. And yeah, now our scoreboard reflects that as well. I'd see Liverpool coming back from this in all honesty. Yeah, I agree with you there, Nick Knack. And I don't know what's happened here, but Gomez and the referee are having another argument here. I think it might be about... Oh, no, it's a replay to the one about Vinicius. Oh, no, it's another foul from Gomez on Vinicius. Just catch him in the face there with the flailing arm. Liverpool defenders are standing there like statues. Yeah, very static from Liverpool's defence, and it allows Real Madrid So yeah, take the advantage in this game. Absolutely mind-boggling as to how Liverpool have allowed this to happen. Because as much as Real played well, this is very much Liverpool allowing it. Like, Alisson literally gave them the second goal. Gomez has now given them 2 goals. And this is my constant criticism of Joe Gomez. No matter how many good games he puts in, he always has these once in a while where a couple errors completely cost his side. And this is why you want someone much more dependable, like Ibrahima Konate or Joel Matip, starting in a game like this. Because Joe Gomez, I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, so I don't want to criticise him too harshly, but a blunder, him not getting touch tight over Vinicius in the first half cost him, as Vinicius managed to cut inside and score, and him getting too touch tight with Vinicius here gave away a free kick. And yeah, another free kicks. Militao has just brought down Cody Gakpo, and he's got a yellow card, I believe, for that offence. Looked like that's what the referee was pointing for. Nope, he's happy just to give him a telling off on this occasion. And yeah, here is Virgil van Dijk stood over this. Gives it to Robertson. Robertson. Bajcetic. Driving that ball out of defence. Henderson. Fabinho. Back to Henderson. Goes out wide. Mo Salah. Cuts inside. Fabinho. Henderson. Across now with Gomez. Van Dijk. Tries to find Nunez. They lose possession. Now Real Madrid can come the other way. Valverde. It comes off Gakpo. It's a little messy. It's very messy, actually, in fact. But they seem to get away with it. And Klopp is in utter disbelief. Utter disbelief. I mean, I can't wait to see what excuses he comes up with in the press conference. The pitch was too slippy. The air was too humid. I don't know. But I don't know how you can excuse a result like this. Vinicius. And the ball through to Modric, cut out by Henderson. It's a time for another corner, and they're going to want to be marking Militao a little closer this time. Where's Stevie G when you need him? Yeah. That's what you could do with in a situation like this. Yeah, has there been any other goals in the other game? Doesn't appear to be that way. I've not had any notifications of a goal in that game. Yeah, Modric. Vinicius. Just onside, I believe. Gives it to Benzema. Back to Modric. Can he cross it? Lovely footwork from Modric, and he almost bends one into the corner. I mean, he just sort of puts it on, looking to put it onto the goal, but yeah, puts it over the goal. Yeah, not a bad effort from the Croatian. 39 minutes left to play. Liverpool bringing it out of defence now. A lot of work to do now. A lot of work to do. Liverpool, I mean, I can't fathom how on earth this game has happened. I'm still absolutely lost. Absolutely lost for words. I can't believe the spectacle we've been treated to tonight. But yeah, Fabinho. Trent now with Gomez, and he turns around quite nicely. Gives it to Andrew Robertson. Now Stefan Bajcetic looks long, finds Mo Salah. Salah brings it under control nicely. Goes to Trent, making the overlap. Trent into the box. It's going to fall to Darwin Nunez, but the ball is just behind him. And as much as he leans his head backwards, he can't do anything about it. Liverpool fans, and Nunez in particular, claiming that should be a penalty. I think that would be harsh. Well, there has been a punishment in the other game. We'll wait for this to play out first. Robertson. And this doesn't seem to be coming to anything. Real clear. There's been a red card. In the other game tonight, Randall Colomwani has been sent off in that game between Frankfurt and Napoli. I'll see what it's for. The ticker does not say yet on FootMob, so yeah. We'll just see what that's been for. If anyone is watching that game, please do inform me as to what's happened there. But yeah, it doesn't seem getting no information currently from FootMob, but yeah. Bit of a surprise. You don't really expect Randall Colomwani to get a straight red card, so he must have done something horrific there. And yeah, now Frankfurt goal down and a man down. Trent tries to play the ball forward, cut up by Rudiger. And now Henderson running away with the ball from Vinicius. He tries to play it back to Alisson. It's not convincing. Benzema catching up to him though, apparently. Vinicius may have been offside there. Just pull back for some sort of foul. Alright, red card for Colomani. The Frenchman overruns with the ball and catches Anguissa in the foot as he's trying to reach it. Both players still uninjured. But the ref showed Colomani no sympathy and sent him off. So yeah, red card for Frankfurt. Matt's get worse for the German hosts there. Carvajal tries to play in Rodrigo over the top. Rodrigo has options in the centre if he can pick them out. Tries to find Benzema on the edge. Cut out, but Carvajal wins it off by Kitic. Benzema, Rodrigo, Benzema, and it's a mess. It's an absolute mess from Liverpool. About 3 of the defenders touch it, and it bobbles over Alisson. And it's Joe Gomez again. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Real Madrid were looking dead and buried after 14 minutes. But thanks to an Alisson mistake and 3 errors from Joe Gomez, it's now Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 4. Absolutely stunning. And here, it's a lovely play between Rodrigo and Benzema, and it's turned home by Gomez. It was such a weak shot, but Alisson can't move his body quick enough to do anything about that. As Joe Gomez just sort of deflects it the other way, and I think Rodrigo was just onside there. Just about, I think. But yeah, what a shambles. Surely this game is over. I mean, I can't believe what I'm watching. Absolute mess at the back again. They look... I gave them so much praise, Liverpool, in the first half. And they've completely undone it with this... It was just bizarre. Bizarre performance. But yeah, the keeper had it all the way. Yeah, it was such a soft effort. And Joe Gomez, again, I don't want to criticise the guy too harshly, but 3 errors in the same match in Real Madrid have now completely turned this over. Vino tries to play it forward. Won by Real Madrid, and this could get very ugly very quickly. That's not a brilliant charge from Kitic. I think he just avoided Camavinga. Sometimes it's best to get out of the way rather than make a half block. Yeah, if you're not confident of where the ball's going to end up, if you make contact with it, if it's especially a shot of not much power, just leave it rather than blocking it unconvincingly. Yeah, Trent, Henderson, and Gomez doesn't make any error that time though. That was quite risky against Benzema. Alisson to Gomez. Gives it to Trent. Here's Fabinho. I really hope now either Liverpool push on and this becomes 4-4, in which case we're in for a brilliant half an hour, or Real Madrid push on and they just completely finish Liverpool, making the tie in the second leg in a couple of weeks completely redundant. What does Dreamer Keel? What's up? Well, Liverpool have completely thrown this game away. That's what's up. It's been an exciting affair. You've missed probably the best 60 minutes of football I've watched this calendar year. So yeah, ball forward to Robertson, coming inside, gives it to Gakpo, who may be offside, but the play will be allowed to continue. Tries to dink it forwards. Cut out by Nacho, and now Real Madrid can go on the offensive. Ball absolutely lashed forwards. Will Rodrigo keep it on? No. Alisson's going to go and... Is he going to take the throw? No. Referee's going to go. And I think... Well, so there's been a scuffle between Darwin, Nunez and Rudiger. Rudiger's down holding his face. Nunez is confused by something the ref said to him. Oh, he shoved Rudiger in the box. Okay. Yeah, he sort of elbows him in the face. I don't know if it's completely intentional, but yeah, just catching him with a flailing arm. Real Madrid look the better team, can't argue with that. No, 100%, but all 4 of their goals have come from mistakes. So as much as they have looked good, Liverpool's goals, one of them came from a mistake, I'll admit that, but the other was a pure bit of brilliance from their attackers. But all 4 of Real Madrid goals have came from players from completely avoidable situations. Maybe that's harsh. Maybe one of them, the first Vinicius goal. It's harsh to expect Joe Gomez to do much more about that, but I think if he does just narrow that angle, obviously Vinicius doesn't score. Other than that, though, the other 3 completely avoidable errors. Alisson boots one at Vinicius. Then Gomez fouls Vinicius for no real reason. Vinicius going nowhere. He's just going to run off the side of the pitch. I think there is going to be a yellow card. For who? It's Vinicius. It's just being annoying and getting in the way of the ball. I don't really know why he's done that. You see him with 4-2 up. Just let him get on with it. But yeah, Trent will now get to take a free kick. I don't think he's going to be aiming this one on target, though. It's pretty much on the halfway line. Vinicius' goal was just a quality finish. Yeah, but he's been afforded so much time and space in the box. It's criminal. Absolutely criminal. Nacho. Valverde. Nacho. Nice this from Real Madrid. Plays it out wide. Vinicius. They have a bit of an overload on this side, Real Madrid, which might sound great, but it means they've got no real options to play out to, and they're forced backwards. Rudiger. Carvajal. Goes out wide. Here's Rodrigo. Benzema. Modric. Could cross. Won't cross. Fakes out Nunez, but Nunez wins possession. And now Liverpool can burst forward on the counter charge. Nunez. Still Nunez. Inexplicably doesn't pass it off. And now Real Madrid have possession. It's beautifully played forwards by Militao. Benzema. Unfortunately, his run doesn't pick up the ball, but he's had to saunter over and get it. Here's Camavinga. Modric. 2-0, by the way, to Napoli. Giovanni Di Lorenzo scores in that game. That's another player I've got in my UEFA fantasy team. It's absolutely smashing it in that tonight. But yeah. Goal for Napoli. That should put that tie to bed now. They lead by a 2-goal advantage as the away side. It's a good night to be away from home. It really is. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Slight mess up on the graphics, but there we go. Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 4, Frankfurt 0, Napoli 2. That's going to be a Liverpool goal kick. The more pressure you allow on yourself, the more likely mistakes will be made. Yeah, but they seem avoidable. They seem so avoidable. Alisson should just clear it. Instead, he left. It's a horrible back pass from Gomez again. I mean, how he's been involved in all 4 goals. All 4 goals have been have come directly from him having the ball, or at least him fighting for the ball. But yeah, Frankfurt probably the dream tie for this round. Yeah, it definitely represents the sort of competition you want to be playing at this stage. Maybe though Porto, Benfica, you could argue are easier ties. Bruges as well, especially since Scott Parker now manages them. All quite easy ties. So yeah, they're definitely easier out there. Frankfurt as the Europa League winners. Definitely not the easiest of the bunch. But a very nice tie for Frankfurt, for Napoli. Because while, yeah, it's not the easiest, you don't want it. You don't want too easy a run. Rudiger absolutely cannons an effort towards goal. If that went in, the roof of this studio would lift off. I'm telling you. I'd have gone mental. But unfortunately, his venomous effort just misses the mark. And I think it's killed a Stewart. But yeah, I love Tony Rudiger, man. He's quality. Hate that he's no longer at Chelsea. And I believe that was a Kvaratskhelia assist as well, by the way, for that goal. It was indeed. So he makes up for that earlier pen miss with an assist now. Fair enough. And a change, by the way, for Liverpool. Diego Jota is on in the place of Darwin Nunez, and Gakpo makes way for Roberto Firmino. They're not happy with what they've seen so far, Liverpool, or they're just looking, especially in the second half, they're looking for goals. They have to make changes. So yeah, They take can Liverpool salvage anything from this game? They take 4-3 now. They certainly would. And I think they can definitely salvage something from this game. There's still 27 minutes to play. And this game, if there's one thing this game's proven, it's that you only need 20 minutes to find 2 goals. We've seen it on 4 different occasions now. So yeah. Alisson tries to wait forward to Firmino, cut out though by Real Madrid. The problem is, the more Liverpool push for goals, the more likely it is Real Madrid are going to spring on the counter. Trent puts one into the box. They should deal better with it. Sorry, they should do more with that. No one can get on the end of it, and it's just put out for a corner by Danny Carvajal. But yeah, if there's anyone else in chat, I'm loving the company from Nick Nack, but if there is anyone else, make sure to get involved. Give your thoughts on this game as a whole, and whether you think Liverpool, whether you think Liverpool can salvage anything from it. Yeah, 23 votes so far. The chat seems to think otherwise. 52% Real Madrid, 43% Liverpool, 4% a draw. They don't have much to lose now. But 2-0, a 2-goal disadvantage is still overturnable. That's the thing. 3 seems unrealistic. Same for 4 really, but I mean, if we're getting a 6-2. But yeah. Maybe it's 4-2 Liverpool aren't in this round. Unless they're getting like a La Remontada. A 4-goal disadvantage, sorry. 4-2. They can do something at the Bernabeu. I think as much as home advantage is a thing, we've proven tonight it's not the be all and end all. So it's not unrealistic they score 2 at the Bernabeu, but it's going to be a tough time. Especially considering I don't see Real not scoring in that game, in which case you don't have to get 3. And that's just take it to extra time. So, yeah. Salah tries to play it forward, cut out though by Fede Valverde. Just say Ernesto Valverde, but he's the former Barcelona manager, right? By the way, Modric dispossesses Fabinho in the middle of the park. Dijk tries to foul him. Vinicius gets it across. Benzema should finish, takes it past Alisson, and now does finish. A big goal for Real Madrid. 5-2. They've run riot tonight. When Liverpool went 2-0 after 12 minutes, I thought they'd found their mojo back. I thought that Real Madrid were dead and buried by a brilliant Liverpool side. But there's a party atmosphere in the away stand in Liverpool here as they're getting torn apart by Los Blancos. What a performance. Real Madrid lead 5-2 away from home. And this is only the first leg. If we see a similar thing in the second leg, it's going to be 10-4 on aggregate. But Karim Benzema gets a goal. Real Madrid, I mean, they've been unstoppable tonight. Modric fought off Dijk. It's another contribution for Vinicius. Stunning show from him tonight. And Benzema finds his second, Madrid's 5th. They lead by 5-2. Real Madrid, absolutely dominant. What a show. I mean, what a night for Champions League action. I'm glad we've been treated to such spectacles. Hopefully tomorrow night provides as much entertainment. Obviously, the ties on display aren't exactly the big name of Liverpool versus Real Madrid, but we do have Leipzig City tomorrow, and we have Inter Milan versus Porto. They're the first leg ties of the Champions League round 16 for this season. So make sure to tune in. Hopefully, it's a good stream, and I will of course be joined by Harry as well. So yeah. It'd be well funny if I'm treated to this and then we sit through just nothing. 90 minutes of nothing tomorrow. But yeah, Fabinho. Knocks it across to Gomez. Gomez looked up the line, didn't have an option. Goes to Fabinho now, 22 minutes on the clock. Liverpool want to keep this from being embarrassing, but I think that's already gone now. This is an embarrassing result. 5-2 at home. I mean, 2 more and we'll be chanting 7-2 at home, so that's the dream. Liverpool, Tottenham got battered by Bayern, didn't they? 7-2. That's where that comes from. Or at least where I've heard it from. Who saw this coming after 12 minutes? Yeah, I know. 12 minutes played, I thought, you know what? This is done. Liverpool have been sensational tonight. Maybe Real will rescue a draw. But we're sat here with 22 minutes left to play, and Klopp looks genuinely dumbfounded as to how his side are currently losing by 2-5. It's stunning. I mean, it's a corner that would be a chance for a bit of reprieve for Liverpool if they could bury that, but they didn't. Good ball in from Trent. Firmino, though, heads it straight at Courtois. No mistake this time from Belgium's number 1. Yeah, clears that one fairly comfortably. Not a lot of power directed goalwards by Firmino's head. And now Real are coming forwards again. Camavinga, Vinicius tries to take up past Trent, but Trent, he's, you know what, in a poor performance, he's looked pretty decent for Liverpool. His discipline has been a lot better defensively. So fair enough. Camavinga. Valverde knocks out wide Carvajal. This is very much men against boys. Real Madrid. Ruthless tonight. Absolutely ruthless. Now I can come down this left-hand side. Nacho. Camavinga. It's quite messy in the midfield, and Firmino comes away with the ball. Brilliant tackle from Valverde. It falls to another Liverpool shirt though. Salah, Henderson, Rudiger's barrelled over Salah. And now Real Madrid could counter. Modric, sorry. But yeah. Carvajal, Camavinga. And now they're coming down this left-hand side. Vinicius. 1-2 with Benzema. Nice play from Vinicius. Here's Valverde. And now Benzema across to Modric. Militao. Modric. Forward pass. Into... I can't tell who that is. Carvajal. So I've just not seen Carvajal play in a while, but yeah. But yeah, Real Madrid just moving the ball around the back at the moment. Hoping to fashion another opportunity because 6-2 makes us look even more comprehensive, obviously. And Real Madrid show no signs of letting up anytime soon. Vinicius, while Liverpool at 2-0 up were complacent and allowed Real Madrid to walk all over them, Real Madrid will not make that same mistake. And now Nacho coming down this left-hand side, inside to Benzema. Can he get a shot away? No. Forced back to Rudiger, who gets it forward to Nacho. Here is Vinicius. Back now with Tony Rudiger. Camavinga. Valverde. Rudiger. Vinicius. Lovely from Vinicius Jr. No, did lose his possession though. And Trent tried to keep it on. I think he's just put that one out of play, and indeed he has. When did Liverpool last concede 5 at Anfield? Ooh, that's a good question. Does anyone have the answer to that though? Does anyone know when they last scored 5 at Anfield? Millwall, by the way, have levelled, and it's 1-1 now in that game against Burnley. But yeah, Napoli still 2 goals to the good. They have made some changes, Frankfurt, though. Rafael Santos Borre and Ansgar now coming on as they look to try and find a goal in the last 13 minutes to bring them some hope. But yeah, Joe Gomez now coming off for Joel Matip. It's a little bit too little, too late. You get the sense that Liverpool don't really have a lot to play for in this game now. They're hoping to keep it close. Henderson off, Milner on. But he looked good. Henderson looked really, really good. I thought the first 12 minutes were the best 12 minutes I've ever seen Jordan Henderson play. But since then, his midfield's been overrun. As Real Madrid have run riot here at Anfield. I mean, how you can allow your team to be dominated this much? There's got to be serious inquiries into this Liverpool performance. But Real Madrid showing that they are to be reckoned with. They are an absolute force on the European stage. No matter how they're getting on in the league, it doesn't matter. They're too good. But yeah, Robertson tries to cross the ball and it's a Real Madrid goal kick. He's a little bit aggrieved by that. He feels that it took a deflection. I mean, it looked like it did from where I'm sat, but yeah, I'll need to replay at least to make a better judgment. But we're not going to get one. We're going to pan instead to the Real Madrid fans and the scenes of jubilation amongst them. And to add some advertisements as well of the games coming up over the next 2 nights. I've spoken about them enough, but We're live the next 2 evenings. Make sure to join us. Arsenal beat them 6-3 in 2007 in the League Cup 5th round. Surely that's not the last time. They lost like 6-2 or something like that to Stoke, didn't they? They suffered a big defeat to Stoke. Might be wrong. But I have that in my memory. I don't know why. Maybe I've completely made that up. But I seem to recall them getting battered by Stoke and it being funny. But yeah, I might be wrong. Matip goes now to James Milner. Under pressure, Milner from Nacho goes to Trent. Matip. And now it's back with Alisson. Usually defendable Alisson, but tonight, everything but. I mean, he's not helped out when Joe Gomez has done his utmost to try and help Real Madrid in their pursuit of goals. But yeah, Alisson has not been good tonight either. Obviously, it was his mistake that saw Real Madrid equalise in the 36th minute. Since then, it's only got worse for Liverpool. Somehow, when their goalkeeper booted it into the opposition's left wing and resulted in a goal, that wasn't the worst moment of today for Liverpool. Bizarre. But yeah. Stoke won 4-2 at Anfield in 1955. Definitely, I'm not talking about that one. Might not be at Anfield, to be fair. Might not be at Anfield. I seem to remember Stoke beating Liverpool by a big margin. But yeah, 5 goals at Anfield. I mean, they went unbeaten at Anfield a couple seasons back, didn't they? And they've got these like mental long records where they've not lost at Anfield in ages. But if they have got a record of not losing at Anfield in a while, well, that's certainly been ended today. Liverpool have been absolutely taught a lesson tonight. Through a Norwich in that game against Birmingham as well. I mean, that's the one we all really care about, isn't it? Not this classic of UCL knockouts, but instead the Championship. By the way, Robertson coming down this left. If that cross goes to someone in the box and they finish it, then maybe Liverpool have a sniff of a chance in the second leg, but alas, it does not. Speaking of Stoke, they've just scored a third away at Swansea. Love the Championship. You do just get bizarre results. But yeah, not long left to go in this one. I don't think we're going to see many more goals, unfortunately. Yeah, here is Stefan Bajcetic. Knocks it forward. Matip tries to cross it first time into the box. Misses the ball, which is sort of vital if you're going to cross it into the box. 25 votes now in the poll and chat. Thanks to everyone that has voted and enjoyed the stream tonight. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like and please do recommend to a friend as well. I'm hoping to grow the channel and reach a wider audience. But yeah, 25 votes so far, 56% Real Madrid, 40% Liverpool and 4% opting for a draw. So the second time Liverpool have conceded 5 at home since 1953. What a statistic. Someone turn that into a graphic and put it on Instagram. That'll get people excited. Preston won 5-1 on that occasion. Fair enough. Shout out Preston. Big up Preston. What a team. There, Nacho. Here is Vinicius. Milner does well. Firmino tries to play it forward, headed away by Rudiger. Van Dijk heads it back forwards. Camavinga sends it the other way. Bajcetic. It's the vault of Firmino's cut out. And now Liverpool look to rebuild. Fabinho. Now with Milner. Salah. Could create something here. Salah. Road challenge from Nacho, but he manages to avoid it. Preston were decent about that. Yeah, I know. It's just amusing, considering the Preston of current day. Matip, Milner, could cross, won't cross, goes to Trent. Bajcetic, lovely ball out wide from the youngster. And here's Andrew Robertson. Jota. Looked like he was winning up for a shot. Bajcetic, lovely looped ball forwards. Trent into Salah. Salah back to Bajcetic. He's involved in everything at the moment. Back to Robertson. This is the problem. Liverpool are able to move the ball around really nicely in and around the box, but they can't create a chance of any quality right now. And Real happy just to sit back and soak up the pressure currently, considering their large margin in this fixture. Robertson tries to knock the full past Militao. Can't get to it though as Carvajal blocks it, and now it's out for a Real Madrid goal kick, and that looks like Dani Ceballos coming onto the field. It is indeed. The number 19 will be coming on for Real Madrid, and he will be replacing someone we'll find out shortly. It looks like it could be Rodrigo as he goes down, feeling some discomfort. And referee presumably asking whether he can make it to the side of the pitch. It looks like he will be able to. And then Desmos can take his place on the field. But yeah, what a show. I mean, I'd keep looking up the scoreboard and I'm in utter disbelief. Utter disbelief. I cannot fathom this result. Still can't. Mental. Absolutely mental. Courtois pounds one forwards. Benzema tries to get his head to it. Falls to Ceballos. Could Real Madrid seriously get a sixth goal in this game? Vinicius will not be able to get that ball though. Cut out by Trent out for a throw. Carlo Ancelotti throughout it all. Cool, calm, collected, composed, and will sure to be congratulating his players shortly after this one, because what a stunning performance from his lads. Jota, Bajcetic, poor ball out wide, and now Real Madrid have possession again. Camavinga skied backwards by the young Liverpool defensive midfielder. Unexplainably, Nacho Fernandes just scissor kicked the ball into the middle of the park. That was exciting. Salah picks it up 25 yards, 30 yards away from goal. Gives it to Milner, who releases Trent down this right-hand side. Trent. Good run, to be fair from Trent, but he loses possession. And now Vinicius finds Benzema. Forced backwards Benzema. He tries to take it around Salah, but can't. Ran out of pitch to run back into. Ceballos fouled by Virgil van Dijk. Caught there in the ankle by the Dutchman. And referee receiving some complaints from Liverpool's star centre-half. But yeah, not far away now from the end of this one. It's that sort of game you never want to end. 8 minutes to play. What a fixture. This is sure to be one that lives long in the memory. Especially that of Liverpool fans. But yeah. Here now, Nacho Fernandes gives it to Benzema. Camavinga looks out wide right, Carvajal. Now it's with Modric. Valverde knocks it back, Militao. Luka Modric. Real happy just to hold on to the ball now and assert their dominance. And that outside the boot pass forward from Modric, cut out. Good interception that from Alexander-Arnold. Flying down this right is Nacho Fernandes. And he's fouled in the box. Will it be a pen? Not on the eyes of the referee. I do feel the referee is feeling some sympathy for Liverpool there. Because that seemed like a penalty in my opinion. I think if this is 0-0, that's a Stonewall penalty. I think he's, given the circumstances, he's decided not to give a pen, but yeah. Maybe if I say replay, I'll side with the referee, but that seemed a penalty. Ball forward from Liverpool. Firmino, still Firmino, but it's cut out by Militao. And I can come down the right, Valverde now operating that right wing position. as Rodrigo came off through injury and was replaced by Ceballos not too long ago. Not too many changes yet from Real Madrid. Obviously they were forced into an early change, bringing in Nacho Fernandez, but other than that, the only other substitute to get any minutes in this game is Dani Ceballos. Well, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This lineup has guided them to a very... what's the word? It begins with C and... comprehensive. A comprehensive victory so far. Real Madrid defended well this second half. Yeah, they've been aided. Often attack is the best form of defence. And by putting Liverpool on the back foot at all times, they've sort of dominated in a manner that you don't expect to be able to dominate against a side like Liverpool. But Real Madrid have been a challenge too trying for Liverpool. Earlier, applause Bajcetic as he makes his way off the field. Stunning. I mean, a stunning player, Stefan Bajcetic. Not his most brilliant game, but still put in a not tragic performance. There's a lack of pace for Liverpool, isn't there? I don't know if there's a lack of pace. There's a lack of strength. Would be my biggest argument. There's nothing in midfield. Their midfield seems so porous. There's so much space. I don't know whether they're being tactically outclassed, whether their personnel just doesn't fit the standard of the elite levels of the game anymore. I don't know. Maybe everything just needs a refresh, because tactically there aren't any glaring flaws. Well, evidently there are today. There's definitely something gone wrong today. But when you analyse games against the likes of Newcastle and Everton, you see actually Liverpool played some nice stuff. But looking at today, how would you define their greatest issues? I don't know. It's been silly fouls. A lot of just silliness. Just dumb mistakes. Liverpool cut out the mistakes. They don't lose 5-2 today. Karim Benzema, by the way, makes his way off the field. Marco Asensio's coming on to lead the line. And Real also had another change lined up, and that will be... we won't know because the cameraman's panned away from it. But there we go. Toni Kroos on for, I believe that's Luka Modric coming off the field. I can only see his boots. It is indeed, though. Luka Modric, what a performance again. Yeah, Liverpool have not been nearly a match for Real Madrid in this tie, and it means that going into the second leg, Real Madrid just need to not lose 3-0 or more, and they should be fine. But yeah, if you look at the football ratings, the defence is not treated kindly. 2.9 for Alisson Becker, 4.8 for Gomez, 4.9 for Van Dijk, 5.0 for Andrew Robertson, 6.2 for Trent. I think that demonstrates most greatly where their problems lie today. Too many errors from the centre-backs. I mean, no one tracking a run for Militao in the box is inexcusable, but giving away the foul in the first place was not good from Joe Gomez. Alisson, the blunder, it's hard to forgive. But Gomez, it's hard to say who's been worse out of the two of them because they've both made huge errors. And of course, Courtois currently on a 4.5, despite the fact his team have scored 5. But obviously, he made the error that allowed Salah to score, and yeah. In terms of player of the match, I think it's pretty comprehensive as to who deserves that. Vinicius Jr. is going to be my player of the match. He's just caused Liverpool so many issues with his pace and with his unpredictable nature. It's been difficult for Real to handle him today. And yeah, I think that's the best word to describe Vinicius Jr. is difficult. He seems like, well, I think he's matured now, but at least back in the day he seemed like quite a difficult player to manage. And now, Carlo Ancelotti seems to have got it working. He seems like a difficult player to handle for opposition players. Salah, Elliott, this could provide a late, what would be just a consolation, but Liverpool can't even do that much. Real cut that out. Trent, on his weak left foot, Firmino stops the ball dead in its tracks rather than diverting it goalwards, and now Real want to break on the counter, and they might do. Nacho Fernandez finds Valverde in an acre of space out on this right hand side. He drives it over to the left. Kroos, Valverde, I wanted to release Vinicius there, but Milner narrows off the angle. Camavinga. Asensio. Carvajal. Camavinga. Nice play. Real looks so good in possession. Liverpool can't even touch them. Can't even lay a glove on them when they've got the ball in this match. Vinicius. Toni Kroos. Here's Asensio. Back to Rudiger. Now it's with Nacho. Plays a 1-2 with Asensio. Short of options at the moment, Nacho, but they've played out of it again, Real Madrid. And this is beautiful. Nacho Fernandes is supposed to be bearing in on goal there, but he's denied by the last man, Virgil van Dijk. Asensio. Valverde. I can hear a dog barking outside, probably a Liverpool fan. Very fuming at the game so far tonight. Militao. Kroos. Camavinga. Gives it to Vinicius. Camavinga now. Asensio. Here is Carvajal. Plays a 1-2 with Valverde. Asensio. Vinicius. Asensio. I saw the run of Nacho Fernandes. Asensio saw it also, but he was just denied being able to get the ball out to him. 4 minutes added on. 3 minutes added on. I will now add that to the timer. 3 minutes. Same as the first half. There we go. Lovely job. Yeah. Just to reiterate, as we enter the final minutes of time, I'm going to give Vinicius Junior a man of the match, a player of the match, stunning performance. Real Madrid just oozing confidence now. Yeah, exactly. Knick-knack. And, yeah. I'd say the whole team feels second-rate to me, hence why they're 8th in the league. Criticism of Liverpool there. Yeah, you look at a lot of the starting players in the squad. You know, Robertson's been fantastic in recent years, but watching him this season, he looks like he's, his days at the top are numbered. Firmino trying to get a shot away. Salah goes down the box. No pen awarded. Yeah, he looks like his days at the top of the numbers. Joe Gomez is not a elite centre half. Jordan Henderson does not cut it. Fabinho's out of form. Bajcetic is a literal child. Well, not anymore. He's now 18, isn't he? Literally isn't a child. James Milner. When you're bringing James Milner on in a game like this, it's unfathomable. But they've got a good forward line. But that's all they've invested in. And since it's not clicked so far, we say it's not clicked, but they've also had nothing to work with from the midfield. And then when the opposition get the ball, it's a free run at the back line. So you've got to feel sorry for the centre halves because they're just exposed constantly. Because you're relying on an out-of-form Fabinho, a Jordan Henderson who I've never understood what he does on a football pitch, and a child in Stefan Bajcetic, who I think is an incredible talent, but he's very much rough around the edges. And, it was he gave away possession that eventually led to a goal for Real Madrid. As Alisson smashed it into Vinicius. Obviously that wasn't his fault, but it led to Vinicius being on the counter. Gomez made up for it. He then gave it back to his keeper, and that resulted in a goal. But yeah, and Elliott picks up a yellow card. Bit of a bizarre one again there. Yeah, time is almost up here then tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Champions League action, and then again on Thursday night with the Europa League tie between Manchester United and Barcelona. The second leg of that game, obviously that's 2-1 aggregate. That game has a lot more promising a second leg than this one. It's all over here though. Real Madrid inflict a huge defeat away at Liverpool. A brilliant result for Los Blancos. Very much a comprehensive victory, and that should blow Liverpool out of the water. With a second leg obviously to come in a couple weeks' time. Well, the stream, Rob, you join at the end. Hi, Jack. Wait, Jack, don't leave. Don't worry. I'll stay for a moment. But, yeah, as I say, we are back tomorrow night with the Champions League, back Thursday night with the Europa League. And then this Sunday, we are doing a double up. We've got the Chelsea-Tottenham game at 1 o'clock. And then, of course, the Carabao Cup final on Sunday between Manchester United and Newcastle. Should be a thrilling game. I think, hopefully, we're going to see goals because there's no goalkeeper for Newcastle. It's Loris Karius. But thanks for the stream, Jack. Thank you, Nick Nack. I appreciate you turning up tonight. Not loads of people in chat, but yeah, still a good stream. The best game I've watched this year. Hopefully, we're treated to as great a spectacle in a game in the near future. But yeah, if there's nothing else, we will round off their podcast. By the way, coming out in the morning about 12 o'clock GMT. We'll be talking about Premier League rankings. We did a tier list of the Premier League, so make sure to check that out if that sounds interesting to you. And of course, Premier Predictions out on Friday as well. But yeah, if that is everything, that is all from me today. I've got to try and do this and also outro. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.